Hello everybody and welcome back to the video on my YouTube channel. I'm Nicholas and today we are going to be checking out the solo debut of former GFRIEND member Yerin with her music video and self-titled first mini album ARIA. And two things I have to say beforehand that are pretty important about this. The first one being the most important, at least to me, because I immediately gotta ask you, do you hear a audio difference? Because right now you can't see this here, but I have like a little extra protection around the microphone because as you may see with my head a little bit floating everything, I have my fan on because maybe you'll notice I lived exactly under the roof. The temperatures have been rising like crazy. It's an oven in here, right? So with all the light on and everything to make it easier for me to react, because you know, the fan on just makes things much more comfortable for me, because otherwise I would just be sweating here through for 30 minutes non-stop, and it also definitely affects the way I'm able to review the things that I watch, because I'm just, you know, it's just warm and heat and everything. So I tried around here, and I personally think that I only heard things on headphones, on PC, on high volume. I tried it on the phone and everything, on a low volume, everything. There I heard nothing. But obviously that may just be my interpretation. I'm trying this out now for this video. Maybe it's actually distracting everything. It maybe is a bit unfortunate everything, but I would love to try this here because I know that buddies and navies are always very vocal and usually always very helpful. So I would love to know your opinion after you've watched this video, whether or not there was an issue with the audio or not, if you heard anything different or so, or if it works like this. I would try to perfectionize it a bit more, maybe get another gadget to make it a bit easier, but with the fan on, it's just much more comfortable for me to record videos at the moment due to the temperatures. Enough of that. Let's now focus on who we are here for, and that is, like mentioned, Yerin. Yeah, it's now 5:06. You know, we had a YouTube debut as a soloist at the beginning of the year, then BBG, Unya, Shimbi, and Umji a few months after that, and now Yerin on leaving Sovon left to, you know, debut after the GFRIEND disbandment. And if I'm not mistaken, May 18th, wasn't that the date that they actually disbanded on last year? Wasn't that the date everything was revealed? I'm not 100% sure, but I think there was bigger meaning behind the choosing of this specific date. Either way, I'm a fan of her and I really enjoy her voice. I think she has a very pretty voice, and that's why I'm very excited to now check out her music video and mini album, because that's what we're going to be doing here, because usually I always do the music video separately and then check out the B-sides in a separate video and everything. But even before seeing the length of the song, of the title track, I was debating whether or not it would make more sense to put the music video and the mini album in one, because it's only 4 songs overall, you know, and I'm not sure how many people may end up watching this, and it would just be better for the channel, everything, to have like one video instead of 2. It just, the views and everything, it would just be better, right? But then I actually did see it being uploaded, and I saw, wait, holy moly, this title track is so short. And there I knew, alright, I'm going to be waiting. I had work very shortly after the release of this music video, so I had either the chance to say, okay, I'll do the music video now, mini album tomorrow, or I wait and then do both MV and mini album together. Boom, that's what we're doing now, because yeah, this title track is looking so damn short. Holy moly, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I think it's actually even shorter on Spotify. Oof. That's a bit, I don't know, because you know me, I'm always that old person that really isn't a fan of songs ending too soon or not really being used to their full potential. So let's see if this can work with such length. Like, this is really short, okay? Let's see how the title track feels like. I only saw teaser photos. She looked gorgeous on those, so let's stop the talking. Let's start reacting. Yerin's solo debut with her music video ARIA. Or ARIA. Let's go. Man. Okay. Bright, playful beats. Ooh, I love this very lovely piano in the background. I mean, that shot is just straight out of a book right there. Gorgeous. Wow, that's just stunning. Ah, okay. Oh, never mind. Ooh, that's an interesting sound picture now. It's a very classic EDM chorus, but at least not empty, you know, like with lyrics and everything. Oh, the choreo looks fun though. Ooh. She looks stunning in this, honestly. Oh yeah, but her vocals really suit the instrument well, like they harmonize very well together. I think I already feared that we just won't have a bridge, right? And that just ends up the second chorus, right? How does MV though? They're presenting her beautifully. Oh yeah, I like the short swerve of you thinking, oh, it's gonna be an empty instrumental chorus, but then we actually add the lyrics into it. She looks amazing in this. Oh. Ooh, I love those soft elements in there. Oh, never mind. This actually works pretty well in the length department. Yeah, but this scenery here, especially now with the more night look in the background, is actually so freaking stunning. Holy moly. But hey, honestly, I'm pleasantly surprised. I honestly thought by just looking at the length of the title track that this would feel very unpolished and rushed. But honestly, I think this really works. I honestly, I'm really surprised. I really thought beforehand, just by looking at the length, oh, that will probably be feeling like a kind of rush type of title track. But I enjoyed this a lot. And I think there was, like mentioned, I really thought this would be like, because that's the thing now, right? The song is really short, but it doesn't feel incomplete or, you know, too empty, because we actually did still have the chorus for a third time. We actually still had a short little bridge right there, you know. Like, obviously could have said, hey, make an intro longer, interlude, or outro section, whatnot, but I think the way this was done is totally okay. I really thought, just by looking at the video length yesterday when this originally dropped, and was debating, you know, should I just now do the music video and the album separately or both together, but the day after, I was like really first like, ooh, this okay, you know, but I honestly think this was totally fine. Now the thing is, for me, it's like the chorus itself, like mentioned, at first thought it would be a very typical chorus, and it kind of is still a very typical pop chorus, but like it felt better than anticipated at first, because at first thought, okay, there's going to be a very empty typical electronic dance type of chorus, but no, her vocals were added in and everything, and that made it still feel very good to me. The verse pictures are actually very lovely. Like mentioned, I think she has a very pretty voice, and again though, that music video is gorgeous. This music video is gorgeous. Like this scenery alone, but I think the ending one is even better, because there we have, like mentioned, more night elements in the background, like this contrast of the dark nightish like background, and then these beautiful colorful flowers in the front with the gorgeous yellow dress. Like, just look at this shot right there. Oh, that's going on the thumbnail. This shot right there is absolutely stunning. So, like, they really did a fantastic job with the visuals throughout this entire comic. So, for both the teaser photos and the music video, definitely have nothing to complain here, but only to positively, you know, gorgeous. Song itself, like mentioned, is very short, but I honestly think it's totally fine for the length. I've definitely seen songs with the same length that felt much more incomplete or felt very rushed and short and unpolished, but this really did. It really felt still totally satisfying to me. I think, like mentioned, like I know that the album has a 1 minute intro and then this straight after, and then the B-sides are all longer and everything. So one could think this may feel like an additional intro to the album, you know, but I'm fine with this. Like, I really, like, it honestly really felt, it totally felt fine for me. I really anticipated before that the length would bother me, and that it would end up feeling like a very unpolished, unfinished type of title track. But I'm honestly totally satisfied with this. Like mentioned, her voice sounded very, very pretty. I think it harmonized very, very well with this very soft, bright EDM type of instrumental. Like mentioned, EDM is mostly in the chorus. We see more of a piano-driven little background melody for the verses. This was lovely, honestly. Like, it's obviously nothing, you know, mind-blowing or anything like that, but I think this is very solid. And I'm honestly now really excited to see how the B-sides will feel like. Because like mentioned, I'm a big fan of her voice. She has a very comfortable voice to listen to. So that's why we're now moving over to the 3 B-sides. And the first one is Beliver. Big thank you to... Oh, I can't see the channel name right now. Wait. Channel name is... I can't see the channel name, I'm sorry. Big thank you to the channel name... to the channel that provided us with these lyric videos here for this mini album. Because like mentioned, I had to wait for those yesterday because, like mentioned, work started like 2 hours after the music video dropped, and I just, you know, there weren't the lyric videos available at that point. Now they are, so thank you for that. And yeah, the first B-side is Believer, and like mentioned, I have not checked out any audio teasers before and only teaser photos, so I'm totally blind on all the 3 B-sides. So let's stop the talking, let's start over now with the B-sides of Yerin's first mini album ARIA. Believer, let's go. Intro. Lengthy intro, let's go, yeah. This is a good start. This is a really good start. Instrumental builds itself up a little bit more. This is a very, very solid start. I'm very excited for the chorus. Taking the tempo switching here. Ooh. Ooh, that long track vocal there is gorgeous. Ooh, this actually, the melody actually gives a bit of a nostalgic feeling. This chorus is beautiful. Oh, we just keep going straight after? Ooh. And it's actually a very soft rock instrumental, I just noticed. The drums are very on point. We actually have a soft rock guitar riff. Oh, this song is fantastic. Oh, that was actually an interesting transition there. I actually thought we go into the chorus now, but... Ooh. This chorus is stunning. Oh, I love actually how we play around with this instrumental here. Because at some points we like mentioned have the more soft rock influence, and some points we don't. It really makes it stand out. After more. Woo! Woo! That was so well done with the instrumental there. This chorus is actually amazing. Okay, so this song is honestly, wow, this is honestly such an amazing B-side. And I did actually go ahead onto Reddit and check like under the album post for the album for this one, how some immediate receptions look like, and I saw a lot of people saying, hey, Beliver would have totally worked as title track. And I totally see why. because this song, like mentioned, has a very nostalgic feeling to me, and I first was like wondering why exactly, but then I later on realized, oh wait, this is actually a rock guitar riff, or an electronic guitar riff, not the string one, but in like a very soft, calm tone, same for the drums. So we have that as the bass instrumental line, but we don't actually like go into a powerful rock direction, but uses instrumental in a more softer way, which was a very nice touch. It like very well worked together, and again, really harmonized well with her voice. Saying it over and over, I think she has a very, very pretty voice, and therefore both songs really managed to just really harmonize well with her voice together. But then we actually get to the chorus, and there we actually switch around the sound a little bit and actually make it feel a bit more softer. But like, oh my god, this chorus, the way it like steps in, is so damn stunning. The way we do this very long, great vocal there is so beautiful. Okay, like wow. And we had, like mentioned, a very long intro, to set the mood, to set the tone. Like mentioned, a lovely verse picture. The pre-chorus is actually okay, nothing too insane or something like that. But the chorus is... in the way we have these constant little... the jelly theme of the song, we have her voice a bit filtered at some points, to have like a more of a little radio sound, if that makes sense, right? Like a little bit flustered down without like feeling too quiet or anything. And the way we have, like mentioned, the Believer vocal going on here, when we have a bit of her background vocals going on, that just works so well. This chorus is like actually amazing, like so good. Wow. Then the second section, which I mentioned also has this very uplifting, cheerful vibe. Like we have her main vocal line here by the little one in the background too. Wow. This chorus is absolutely beautiful. And then, like mentioned, the way we now go back to the soft rock instrumental tone for the second verse and everything. Wow, Believer is actually amazing. Like mentioned, ARIA really worked for me still, but like I'm not saying now, oh man, there should have 100% been a title track, ARIA's trash and everything, but like it definitely would have worked as it as well. This song is beautiful. And then, like mentioned, the way we at the end do the bridge, do the third chorus, is like, wow, it's so gorgeous. We have that little fade out effect, right? This, very classic. Lovely to set the tone a bit down again. This little very sound melody in the background, but then the transition to the chorus is like, oh my lord, okay. That final chorus is actually like heavenly. The way we not immediately drop the instrumental in full pacing, but instead do this doom, 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 perfect. Honestly, this B-side is like actually amazing. Like, wow. This B-side is special and really makes me happy to check this out with y'all together, because Yerin's Believer, I only catch a glimpse of the lyrics, but they were pretty like lovely too. Wow, Believer is awesome. Believer is awesome. Her vocal picture, like mentioned, is very comfortable to listen to. I think she has a very comfortable voice, and that chorus like really takes the best out of it. The long drag vocal, the melody of it in general, the sound picture itself with the instrumental, everything. Believer is a top tier B-side right there. That was fantastic. That was very stunning. I'm very happy with this B-side especially, and I'm now excited to check out two more. Hell yeah. The second B-side, the third song of the album overall, being La La La. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. Yes. La La La. When I fall in love with you, that I come and follow. Oh, okay. This is going to be a comfortable album to just listen to on loop. I already feel it. Ooh, this beat is so chill. Bit of a lofi vibe. Give me that chorus. This is so chill. What a full lovely chorus right there. Man. The way we just put it one line in there to like have a little moment without the bass and then put it back in. Like, that's such a smooth transition. Generally, this is a very lower vocal tone now for her, which is a little switch compared to the other songs, so ooh, this is such a vibe, okay? I think this album is really shaping up to be such a lovely looper in between the day. Like, you want to chill, just want to, you know, relax for a moment, boom. Short, on point, chill album right there. This beat is so chill, my lord! Ooh, that's okay. This actually sounds a bit louder now. Like, at least the vocal picture. But gently, it's such a lean back song, man. This song is a vibe. Then that lovely little, you know. Okay, so literally the only thing I would have changed about this song is to, similar like Beliver, just add a little intro to set the tone, because songs like these are living from its instrumental and living from the vibe and aura and everything about it. So immediately jumping into it, you know, that's the only little nitpicking thing I would say. But other than that, La 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 is such a relaxing summer song. Because the thing is, for me, like mentioned, it's insanely hot in this room and everything, so outside of recordings and just being on the PC and everything, I'll probably spend a lot of time now in the garden with the dog by my side on the... Oh damn, what's the name for it? What's the English name for it? You know, when you know, the thing you hang in trees and everything? Hang mat? You know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. This song playing while just relaxing with eyes closed right there. Perfect. Perfect for this type of environment, right? La 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 is such a lean back, short, on point, lovely little comfortable song. Again, Yerin has an extremely comfortable voice to listen to, such a lovely vocal color, and she even goes way more smooth and way more chill than in the previous songs, you know? Like, besides the short moment in the third chorus transition, at no point she really goes high at all, or even puts in a little bit of energy. It's such a lovely little lean back song to just relax to. It's so lovely. I'm using this word a lot throughout this video because it just best describes her and this album thus far. It's so lovely. This, oh man, this is so fun. Like, it's just a very enjoyable album thus far. It's just generally very enjoyable. Like, Believe, like mentioned, was like actually the piece that really made me go whoa. You know, neither Aria nor Lalala were no songs that like really blow my mind or anything. But this is such a cohesive, enjoyable listen. And now, depending on how the final piece that will look like, it will definitely end up being this type of album that I will get back to just when I want to relax, you know? getting home from work. I don't want to nap or anything, but like I want to relax for a moment before doing other stuff. Boom, I put this album on, maybe listen to it twice actually, and I'm good to go. Absolutely lovely stuff thus far. Really enjoying this album. Yerin's Lalala. Beautiful. That was very enjoyable. And we have one more song to go through, which I think actually 4 minutes long, which is Time. Maybe this will be a ballad. That's at least how ballads usually end up being, like, you know, these very long songs to just, you know, fade out an album like that. And I think that would actually like be now the cherry on top, you know, already having like these 3 very chill songs and then boom, a ballad to wrap us up. Maybe something entirely else. And out. Final song and for the B-side on Yerin's debut mini album ARIA. Time. Let's have an enjoyable time right now. Let's go. Like anticipated. Her voice with a piano. Oh. What a lovely intro though.
할 말이 참 많은데 그대 옆에만 서면 바보처럼 나는 그냥 멈춰버렸죠. 시간이 흘러 우리가 영원히 만날 수 없을 때 그때 말할 수 있을까?
What's this little element now? Very lovely little bright tone there. I actually like that we immediately change the sound for the first chorus and don't have it be a very classic, you know, slowly piano up until the second half of the song. It's now go for piano, soft string and claps to make the second verse stand out a bit. Background humming now. Give it again, come on. This album is special. This album is special. The background vocals though, they're so soft and lovely. It's very short. I can already tell you so much. This song will be listened to a lot. This song, not even an outro. Yes, 100%. honestly, I had the same feelings already after all the other songs, but as mentioned in the beginning, right? One of the other reasons why I've decided to put both of these videos together is because, like, the music video and the album, is because that way we just also just perform better, you know, as a video on YouTube. And there was a little part of me inside me as well that thought, Nicholas, you know, not to sound mean or anything, but like, maybe not many people watch this, maybe do something else instead. Was like mentioned a very, very short portion because the other side of me said, hey, sometimes just don't care about the numbers, just don't care about the views. You know you will you will enjoy this before already because I mentioned a big fan of a voice from what I've heard from all the GFRIEND songs. So just enjoy it, you know? Just enjoy it while reviewing it. And my lord, was it a good decision to do that. Because sometimes that is just what's more important. Just enjoying the music. In this case, together with y'all. Because this album is absolutely special, and time just further solidifies that. It just further makes it special. Because I can already tell you so much. This will be a song that I will put on loop at midnight while trying to go to sleep. This song has such an insanely comfortable, relaxing, warming, healing nature to it. It's actually, again, you know, she was the one that did in Margaret did this one big strong note at the very beginning. Na 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 da 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 da. You know what I mean, right? This album actually really doesn't play at all in the powerful vocal range. You know, this entire album, like mentioned, is such a chill, low, enjoyable, comfortable nature to it, which, like mentioned, makes it a really short, lovely, cohesive listen. And time is, like mentioned, that perfect cherry on top at the end to further solidify, that's how we call it, to further solidify this as such a relaxing album to just calm down to, right? Like, that's generally the thing with what I usually say about mini albums. I'm usually the type of person that says for mini albums, hey, if you have like 4 or 5 songs, just throw in as many concepts as you want to, you know? At least that's what usually works a lot for groups, right? Because as a group, usually always have a bit more playground and stuff to play around with when it comes to concepts and ideas and everything, because we just have a wider range of vocals and everything available. So when we have usually a group album that really goes into a very similar route, then it may often bore me a little bit. Like, I remember, I think it was an 80s album, they had like 2 very, very typical bright pop EDM summer type of songs back to back in the same mini album, where I was like, I don't know, you could have skipped one of those, right? But like, this is now a mini album that, like mentioned, is very short. You know, it kind of feels like a light mini album because, like mentioned, I will drown out the intro. I don't listen to those, so it kind of feels like a very, very upgraded single album as a light mini album some way, because like mentioned, in some cases mini albums range from 5 to 6 songs instead. This really feels more like 2 single albums put into one light mini album, and it totally works like that, because this, like mentioned, isn't this type of mini album that has 4 songs that have 4 entirely different vibes. The lights right there. That have totally different vibes and totally different tones and everything, you know. This is a very cohesive, enjoyable album with the intention for you just maybe close your eyes, just lean back, just breathe in deeply, and just listen to her lovely voice. Just forget everything around you for a moment. Just enjoy the sound, okay? The title track, like mentioned, is even though it's short, still very satisfying song for me, like mentioned, but probably actually like my least favorite. You know, I still love it a lot, but I actually think I prefer all the other B-sides even more. Like mentioned, Beliver has this very nostalgic feeling to it with an absolutely incredible chorus. Lalala, like mentioned, a very lo-fi, chill, just very wavy type of enjoyable song, you know, where the voice just, generally the album is very more like a wave, because they, like mentioned, weren't any big strong high notes or anything like that, or like she did go a bit deeper in Lalala and everything, but it was still from the just the entire album, and both her voice and the sound itself were really more like this, right? No big spikes, no big switch ups, no big anything. She really found a comfortable sound direction for herself, and I really nailed it. Okay, she really nailed it with this. The title track is a very enjoyable, short, on point song. Believers, a very nostalgic, awesome song with a fantastic chorus, with actually a highlight chorus for me. Maybe one of my favorite choruses, especially with B-sides I've heard to see thus far. Then Lalala, like mentioned, a lofi, lean back type of just chill vibe. And then Time. Time will be a song, I can 100% tell you that, especially like mentioned, this year ballads really start to grow on me. There are many ballads in my top listen to songs of the year thus far, because this will be the type of song that I try to go to bed, or I just try to relax and everything. I can put this on loop. I don't need to focus on the song, I just let it go in the background and just enjoy the piano, the lovely instrumental, her absolutely gorgeous vocals. It's just that type of song, right? And this song, like mentioned, actually feels a bit different to usual ballads, because often ballads tend to be, like mentioned, have a very build-up likey first half, you know, with maybe only one instrument, and then we go for this more epic, fuller sound picture in the second half. It's actually felt more like a classic song done as a ballad. So piano intro and piano first verse. Then we already add some more sound elements for the first chorus. Then do a second verse that actually sounds differently from the instrumental. Like we added some more elements already. And then, like mentioned, go also a bit more stronger than for the ending. But it just didn't feel like your classic ballad with the very empty first stuff, you know, with just one vocal or just her vocal and one instrument. But instead immediately already added more things as time went on, which really makes it feel a bit more alive in that sense, if that makes sense to you, right? But Time is... it's a perfect wrap up to this album. It's a perfect ballad and definitely a song that will end up probably on my most listened to songs in the past 30 days or so, or maybe even at the end of the year, because I can totally picture myself already just having this on loop as I, like mentioned, try to fall asleep while in bed and everything, and it just goes across the night. It basically entertains me while I'm dreaming or anything, because this is just exactly perfect for those type of situations. And the album itself, Yerin's ARIA, is absolutely wonderful. A big recommendation. Like mentioned, it is a very chill and calm down type of album. You know, it isn't the big, exciting, explosive K-pop album, especially mini album that you would expect from like groups or anything. But similar to YouTube, because YouTube also had, like mentioned, for her mini album, a more cohesive sound actually. She found her sound direction. She knows how to use her vocal probably, and how to use her tone and everything to make for a very comfortable listen. This album, it's short, on point, lovely, extremely comfortable, and will get a lot of re-listens from me. A lot of them. Title track is great for its length, or like, it's great despite its length. Believers especially highlight Lalala, very chill, lofi B-side, and Time, a beautiful ballad. This is amazing. Honestly, seriously, before I did this video, and like mentioned, looked at the times and everything, I felt like, oh, this may be going to be a very... Like, I honestly thought beforehand that this album may end up being a very typical, generic, bright EDM type of K-pop album, you know, like very short songs, and like mentioned, more into the typical bright, bubbly dance type of direction. I actually thought before that this album review may actually end at around like 25 minutes or so, right? With given how short the length of the songs and everything were. But I am like so pleasantly surprised by this. Like, what means surprised? I'm like, I still had a lot of faith in everything, because like I mentioned, I was a big fan of Yerin's voice before already. But like, she absolutely... I don't even want to say outdid herself, but like, this album like really delivered for me. I really didn't expect to love this album as much beforehand as I'm doing now after the listen and review. This is beautiful. This is absolutely lovely. I had so much fun with this. I enjoyed this a lot. Now, you guys enjoyed my reaction plus review. If you did, gladly leave a like down below to show me that you did. What are your thoughts on Yerin's debut, overall, you know, debut music video and mini album? Is the song too short for you, or does it also work for you? Which piece is your favorite? Do you agree with the points I made about each song and everything? Tell me all about it down below in the comments as well. And as always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, if you want to support me, then you can gladly leave a sub as well, or support my Patreon. It would help me a lot. I actually think I can actually now enable a super thanks or something. I think it's something similar to like Patreon now on YouTube. I will see about that, right? But yeah, two things. One, like mentioned, please tell me if the audio and everything was fine throughout this video. I really hope so. And second, obviously, we'll be doing so much more GFRIEND down the road. We have, like mentioned, just barely started now with the albums. You know, we're going to be checking out the first full album, Low, soon. Oh, that's actually not a thing I can ask. I will ask probably down again in the comments, actually. But what would you prefer? reviewing the album like I'm doing it usually, you know, like in this very one sit through type of direction, or would you prefer if I only react to the audio itself and then actually end the video, re-listen to the album a few times, and then give you a more on point review for the entire album after having listened to it more again? Tell me what you would prefer by that. And last but not least, we obviously have a lot of other great K-pop content coming up as well. BBG later today with the next Queen performance, or is it maybe today, maybe next week? Definitely that, and just a lot of other great comebacks coming up as well. So for whatever content you may be interested in, whatever content you may want you in for, I'll see you again soon on this channel. Stay safe, have been happy, have a great time, have a wonderful day, and see you again soon with more Yerin, GFRIEND, or K-pop reactions. Thank you so much for watching.